Hello everyone, my name is Kitetsu and welcome back to my channel. First things first, I do apologise for the fact this video is coming out quite late for people in the UK. I didn't quite realise that the countdown was going to coincide with me A, going back to work after my 2 weeks off for Christmas, and B, having a party to go to. It was a family one as well, so I couldn't really miss it. But the countdown has reached 0. We finally know what the Maligned Portents is, and to be honest with you, I am very excited about it. I was really pleased with this reveal. I think especially because, as I said in my last video, I curbed my expectations. I know that a lot of people wanted a huge reveal, bigger than the Nurgle one we just had for the Death faction, and really the signs were there that this was just not going to be the case. It didn't make sense alongside these 4 champions we'd just seen. It didn't make sense cramming a massive Death release next to a massive Nurgle one, and the leaks in the White Dwarf magazine just led me to believe that this was going to be a huge campaign arc. It's the biggest update to the lore of Age of Sigmar that we have had since pretty much the launch of it. And although obviously that at the moment hasn't coincided with a huge reveal of figures, I'm actually more excited for what we are getting. So hopefully you guys watched my last video and hopefully you kind of dialed back those expectations a little bit too. If that's the case, then I think you will be as excited as I am about what we're going to get. So first of all, let's head over to the Warhammer community and have a little read of what we've got here. This is all the new stuff from the website, and in fact, I do believe I've just spotted something that I had not seen before. If we zoom in here, they've actually named the Knights of Shroud man Keldrick. So I'm going to have to really quickly go off complete track and check that. Keldrick, here we go. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second, but change is coming on a scale we've not seen since the dawn of the Age of Sigmar. So we are going to get a regular series of short stories, all free to read. That is exactly what I predicted from the White Dwarf magazine, because it said, read more on the Maligned Portents website. And here we go, we've got short stories. You go to the Maligned Portents website, you scroll down, here we go, we've got the stories. This one here, The Cycle Interrupted, I've already told you guys what this story is from the White Dwarf magazine. If you click view all, it's the only one that's up there so far, and it says that there's another one coming very shortly. So clearly they're going to regularly update this and give us more short stories, so that's very cool. It's going to offer us some clues about what's to come. These stories look at how the Maligned Portents are affecting the inhabitants of the mortal realms. Now this is really cool. Like, I go on about this all the time, but when it says about simple folk, that is the thing that has been missing from Age of Sigmar, is the look of the just normal people living their everyday lives. It's been on such a big epic scale in Age of Sigmar that we just haven't dialed it down and looked at the real people. So this little bit here is saying that they've updated the website, Maligned Portent website, to basically tell you what the realms are and get you up to speed with the timeline. So aside from the stories, let's just go back to the homepage for a minute. We have the stories, and then you get down to here. We've got characters, the mortal realms, and the timeline. If you click on timeline, it's basically got an overview of the Age of Myth, going through the Age of Chaos, and then the Age of Sigmar. So this is all the stuff I'm basically talking about right now in my lore videos, and that's very cool. But we've also got something a little bit more exciting in the Realms section. We've got this Traveller's Guide to the Mortal Realms, and if you watch this video, which I highly recommend you do, and I will talk about in more detail later, the people at Games Workshop actually go through the formation of the realms, and they give you like this map of kind of space and how the realms interact with each other, how they're formed, detailed maps of what they look like. They answer questions about, for example, what happens if you walk to the end of a realm? And it's really cool. I'm so glad they're starting to try and answer these questions that have not really been explored properly. We've also got this really cool campaign map here, which is going to explain to us what I assume the major battles in the Maligned Portents are going to be. So again, I haven't even read all these myself, but it's quite exciting to know or get some hints of where these campaign battles are going to be. And of course, they give you just a quick description of what the realms are. It says here you'll find a more detailed look at the Harbingers, the champions for Order, Chaos, Death and Destruction. And this is what I was talking about a minute ago, where I've just realised that the Knight of Shrouds has actually got a little bit of storyline here. So he is a traitor to his own kin, a turncoat, who was called to rule in Nagash's hellish dystopia rather than serve in Sigmar's heaven-sent armies. So that's pretty cool. I'm wondering if that's maybe who he was before he became a Knights of Shroud. And I've also noticed we've got Vorus Starstrike, who is the name of our Lord Ordinator from the Builder video that we've probably all seen by now, hopefully. And we also have Marakar Bloodsky, who is the particular name of the Dark Oath Queen, I think she was called. Similarly, the Fungoid Cave Shaman is Snazgar Stinkmullet. So this is cool, and again, I will talk probably more about these guys at another point of time. Needless to say, it's pretty cool that we are starting to find out more about these characters, and the reason I'm actually interested in buying these characters in the first place is the fact that there is this lore behind them. So, here's the key part here. You won't just get to read about these new events unfolding across the realms, but very soon you'll get to be a part of them. It's going to be a massive campaign that everyone can get involved in. It says here it's going to be the most radical change to Age of Sigmar since the Storm of Sigmar. New empires will rise, war will rage, and there are some surprises to look forward to. Now this is the bit I was most excited about. If there was one thing, and they said to me, Kitetsu, you can have one thing from this release, to me it would be a book to go along with it, and we've got it. So I'm very, very excited. I will get this book straight away, and if you actually watch the behind the scenes videos, there is going to be so much lore, so much gameplay stuff in here. It sounds very exciting and I can't wait. What they are emphasizing at the bottom of the article here is that they want everyone to be able to get involved with this event. And in a way you can think of this as the pre-release. They are giving people warning that this thing is coming within the next few months, and if you want to get involved, there is still time to go out, buy a start collecting box, paint it up, and be completely ready for everything that is going to happen. So they've got a series of challenges, the first one being to paint a start collecting set of your choice. You can choose which faction you want to align with, and you can basically get going. And within a few months, they are going to have the new global campaign. So basically that is everything from the article. We've got the painting competition, we've got the new lore, we've got the regular stories, we have got the 4 characters, we're getting some exciting background stories to each of these characters, and we are, of course, most importantly of all, getting the book. In terms of the rest of the website, the one other thing that was very exciting is if you watch this video here, behind the scenes, you get to see in the video that the observatory that I was talking about in the last video is going to get re-released after all. So that was another prediction that I got right. And aside from that, you get some cool free wallpapers, and they link you to the Warhammer Facebook page just so you can keep up to date with the news. So yeah, basically that in a nutshell was the reveal. We had this sort of introduction video, we have the short stories, characters, the realms, the timeline. I think what they're actually doing here is answering the questions that we've always wanted to know about the realms, making them feel more exciting, making them feel more real, giving a great chance for new people to get involved. And personally, I just think the whole setup here is going to be far more interesting than the Realmgate Wars. Like, I've absolutely loved following the Realmgate Wars, but I just think this idea of like death rising up and trying to take hold of the realms, and everyone being really scared and not knowing whether they should kind of go into Shaiish to try and stop that threat or build up their armies and observe from the outside. I think it's just going to be very exciting. And as I said, I'm going to leave this video here, but I'm going to follow up this video at some point soon with more details and a better look at these characters and the stories, the realms, and obviously the timeline stuff will probably be useful for my lore series that I'm writing at the moment. I know a few new subscribers and old have asked about it. They take so long to write. I have a file on here which is my lore part 3, and it's going to be looking at the Age of Myth, hopefully for the last time, because, oh man, it's not the most exciting part, but I feel it's nevertheless important to cover. It's about 7 pages, and you've just got to be patient. It will be out there. It takes a long time, and yeah, I've had a lot going on recently, so it will be there soon. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching this video, and I will be with you guys soon. Thank you very much for all of the support I've been getting recently. You guys have been killing it. I can't actually believe it. I've been having so many subscribers, and yeah, just thank you so much, and I will be with you guys soon. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of this reveal, whether you were pleased with it, whether you were hoping for more, whether you are excited. I'm excited to hear from you guys. Let me know down below, and I will speak to you guys soon.